We're having issues with opposing counsel and expert deposition scheduling. It feels like they are playing games. How can I keep expert depositions and file production before the deposition on track?
I suspect if you asked both sides, they would say the same thing in terms of expert deposition scheduling. The challenge with expert depositions is that oftentimes there's a lot that needs to be done in a very short time before trial. So a simple way to make this a little bit easier is towards the beginning of the case, see if you can reach an agreement with opposing counsel about having expert depositions and expert disclosure done earlier than the statutory requirement. So if you do it so that you have 100 days instead of 50 days, and you have a bigger window to do depositions, particularly in cases where there are a lot of experts, it makes it a whole lot easier. The game playing, unfortunately, almost always goes on. And that game playing is, I want your experts to go before my experts, or I want to see what your accident reconstructionist says before I'm going to produce mine. The clutch issue on this is just keeping your foot on the gas. And the way to do that is, as soon as the expert disclosure is done, notice the expert depositions for the other side. And don't wait for them to give you dates. Notice them as soon as you can for the earliest dates possible, and then start negotiating with the other side to get the dates for expert depositions. When you're negotiating, if they refuse to give you dates, give them multiple opportunities to do so. And when they fail to do so, set a date and time and tell them that you'll take that date and time off as long as they give you an actual date. If they fail to do so, then we will oftentimes go ahead and take a non-appearance for the expert, meaning we'll go ahead and have the court reporter record that they failed to show up. And we let them know that we're going to do this. And after one or two of those, a motion in limine that they have failed to produce their expert for deposition, we usually get them motivated to provide the expert and provide the right time window for them to be deposed. The file piece continues to be a problem, I think, for everyone who does this kind of work. The expert files are supposed to be produced 3 days before deposition. And this is an area where opposing counsel of any side oftentimes has problems with experts. Some of them are legitimate problems. Some of them are games. Legitimate problems are experts can sometimes be disorganized and not understand the statutory requirements to turn these files over. So when they say they've turned over their entire file, they forget that they have Post-its or handwritten notes or other pieces out there, or their billing is kept separate. So putting the pressure on to get that file turned over and going through the file right away and then letting opposing counsel know, look, it appears that certain things are missing. And we have a checklist where we know that the most common things that are omitted are handwritten notes, drafts, and billing. If we see that those things are missing within an hour of getting that expert file, we'll let the other side know, look, this is missing. We need to get this produced ASAP. And if it is critical to the taking of the deposition, one can consider moving the depo until the expert produces those, or taking it and keeping it open until those pieces come out. The other piece that is on our checklist that is, I think, important for getting, most experts at this point have a Rule 26 disclosure, meaning a list of all of the depositions and times that they've been retained, as well as a CV. If you don't get one of those, you should ask for it. If they refuse to produce one, it's a good idea to run the name through PACER to see if the federal system database, to see if there is a Rule 26 disclosure somewhere out there. And that's experts. Hopefully this has been helpful for folks, and particularly if you're getting ready for trial. If there are questions that you have on this or other areas, we'd be happy to address them. Hit us at podcast@coopers.law with any questions, comments, feedback you might have for the show. If you found this helpful, we would love your 5-star review, and we'd love for you to share this with anyone who you think might find it beneficial, particularly folks who are getting ready for trial. So to all of you doing justice out there, happy hunting.